How's it going? The mic is like 5 people. So if you want to speak, you can speak whenever you want.
Hello. Before anything, how was your week, Romeo?
The week was pretty hectic. I've been extremely busy, right? In real life, managed to sneak in some posts for you. Yeah, it was good. Good. How about you? How's it going, all of you? How's it going, folks?
Pretty good. But so you were busy in real life, not the market being weird.
The market was excellent. The market was. I had called for you guys the low of the week on the dollar, right? You forgot. There was a mistake made, of course, at the beginning of the week, and the mistake was corrected on Tuesday when we had the classic Tuesday low of week on the DXY. So pretty clean, actually. Surprisingly clean price action. Why? Well, why is it weird for you? And also, Yana, their name. We hit the Nasdaq target we had outlined yesterday, last week. Excuse me. We hit the target this week. All right.
Yes, thank you. I'm interested in what you think might happen for November as we wrap up the month.
Your what?
Uh-oh, can you hear me?
It was cutting off. No. You were saying?
Okay, I said yes, I saw that I was able to get a piece of the action. I'm interested in what your thoughts are for NQ going into November since we're wrapping up the month.
I haven't analyzed, but I'll give you those. All right. The month closes tomorrow. Is it? Tomorrow. When the monthly candle closes, then we can check out a direction. But for now, it looks like I can frame two ideas. One of it going to the October lows, right, on the index futures, where they just dump down to the October's, or Nasdaq makes a new all-time high. So I don't like when the market gives me two directions which I can frame, right? So I
Right.
will wait for the monthly candle for a clear higher time frame direction. Otherwise, we simply trade intraday, right? Intraday, you trade the 4 hour candles, daily candles, and you take your slice. All right.
Okay, thank you. I'll check back in a couple days then when it closes.
No problem. Anyone else?
Hello, Romeo.
How's it going?
Good, thank you. I want to ask a question about mindset in time of executions. Could you explain for us how could be?
That's a good question, and that is everyone likes to talk about strategies, right? Strategies and 1 to 2,000 RR, right? And order blocks, FPGs, but nobody talks about the actual execution, right? Because one thing is analysis, and another thing is a whole different world is execution, right? To execute correctly, you have to first of all know your model. Right? Once you know your model, you can trust your model and execute fearlessly. Right? Like a robot, like an algorithm. Right? You just press the button. Whatever happens, happens. And one thing that helps you with this is the fact that you're going to journal every loss, win or miss. Right? So it's a win-win. If you win, you make money. If you lose, you learn a lesson. And if you miss, then you learn a lesson. all this trading mindset. There is no mindset. It's just a button, right? You either buy or you sell. How many times you buy and sell profitably, that comes down to your edge, whatever it is, and how well you know your model. You understand?
Yes, thank you. I want to ask another question about what we're seeing in the charts. Uh, Between the trees are differences. So I always see MMXM market maker sell model or buy model and another models. Uh, could how could I choose one of them? I don't know. When I'm in the chart, I saw many of the models, many of the strategies, but I can't choose one of them.
Okay, so you're saying you open parts and you can frame sell models too.
Your
Is my
voice is
voice clear?
breaking. Sorry. Right now it's clear.
All right, folks. Is my voice clear? Is it audible?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Before, is anybody recording? Okay, I'm sorry. Hugo. Oh, so there you go, guys. Hugo is recording. Sorry, Romeo.
Excellent, no problem. Hugo, thank you very much. We all appreciate you. Thank you very much for providing the recordings. The person asking MP412 from Iran, I'm assuming because that's Farsi.
Yes, I'm
You're
from
asking,
Iran.
you're asking if you can see multiple buy and sell models at the same time. Then what do you do? Right?
Yes.
Then you do nothing. If you can frame multiple directions to price, you're either incompetent because you don't have a model, right? Or you are not looking at price or the charts through the lens of time, right? Because that provides an outstanding clarity. And if you still see nothing, then you simply do nothing. When in doubt, we stay out, right?
Yes.
And allow me, folks, I'm going to take a break right now. Allow me a 10-15 minute break and I'll be back to you. All right?
All right.
Thank you.
How's it going, folks? I'm back. I had to go and I had to go and I had to go and pray. I had to go and pray. So excuse me.
اللهم تقبل. Or what do you guys call it in Saudi?
Yep. تقبل الله. Okay.
تقبل الله. Yes.
Do you see my screen?
No.
Did you get a nice break without me?
Yeah, we watched the 3 videos you sent.
Nice. Very nice. I just watch. I don't have questions. Okay. Mm, 8:20. Right. Hugo, are you still recording? Yeah. Okay.
Before you
Sit down.
start, Ashik Navas wants to talk. The guy with the shadow on the profile.
Tell me, Ashik, what's up?
He's muted, I think.
No, he has permission. All right, see how we do this. We first do the review, all right, and then we ask questions. Sounds good? All right.
Yes.
Do you see my screen?
No.
Okay. How about now? Share
Still no.
screen. Now?
Yes.
Adam, can you confirm that Hugo is recording? If you don't mind. Thank you. Okay, let's go. Once again, Euro, USD, right? Because we're trading the dollar's direction, right? We have the DXY. Looking good. In the last stream, I had said that we expect a rally from this FVG, remember? And if it fails, then we expect the original weekly FVG, which we had. It gave a reaction, obviously, right? But then it broke down. So we can expect a reaction from the weekly FVG, right? So as with every week, we have the weekly open drawn beforehand and a key level, right? And the drawn liquidity, which for dollar is over here. This information should be, there you go. All right. So once again, we open the week, we smack into the key level, and we rally. This alone is a trade and was the trade for this week, right? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution, open, smack into key level, and trade it back, all right? So yeah, it was a pretty clean week, and we expect a continuation for the dollar to the drawn liquidity, which is up here, right? Now, what happened here in euro, right? If you had this breaker marked, then you are on the right path. However, and of course you have these equal lows, right? If you were a pattern trader, then you would have expected these equal lows to be taken, but if you check the euro chart, then on euro, the equal highs were indeed taken. And that was an SMT top, which formed the weekly high. SMT is usually, it usually plays a role in the formation of important swing points. And you're stuck between these two PD arrays, right? As you can see, the gray shaded areas, it's stuck between this and this. So we expect this one to send us back down to this one, right? There you go. Fantastic. Same thing, open, fade the initial direction of the open under the umbrella of PD arrays and key levels and ranges, up here range, right? And so on. And if I'm not mistaken, this was also a Monday high to low play. A pretty clean week. So I don't know why some of you were complaining, saying it was unclear. It was pretty clean. And it's not just only in hindsight. Down here, I posted on my account, the other account, Turtle Soup Central, which is the low of the week was formed right over here. All right. And yeah, pretty smooth week overall. Now, we move on, and of course, NASDAQ. Let's go to NASDAQ. NASDAQ, because these are the two main markets we're trading in this group, is Forex and the index futures. Let's remove that. Excuse me. Remove. And there you go. Fantastic. Now, questions. Before the questions, I owe you all the private Bitcoin review. Remember?
Yes.
Bitcoin looking primed.
And
excuse me.
oh.
Excuse me. Remove. Yep. There you go. All right. Now, Bitcoin's ranges play out a lot cleaner than most other asset classes I've noticed, especially on the 4-hour, the daily, and the weekly, right? Which is why you've been able to, with quite an impressive accuracy level, been able to tame it all the way from down here till up here. Now, what happened here? And why were these equal? Of course, if you looked at it as a pattern only, then you would have expected that the range high takes us to the range low, correct? Why did the range high not take us to the range low? What happened here?
Rejection block or SMT?
Again?
And rejection block or SMT and the higher time frame bias. We don't even need to take that low to go up.
The reason was, over here, compare Ethereum, good old crypto, scam market, Coinbase, there you go. ETHUSD, new pane, chain to candles, black. Something missing. There you go. Fantastic. Okay, so if you look here, you have an SMT forming at the lows, correct? SMT forming at the previous range's breakout. Remember? Previous range high, range low. SMT formed right here at the lows. And even if you expected the lows to be taken out, then you should consider an entry because SMT is the truth, right? And now there's a massive bearish SMT forming as we speak, and that is why we expect Bitcoin to drop back down to 24,000, right? Which is a pretty good trade idea if you can capitalize on it properly. Now, further signs and confirmations within the SMT, you go to the daily, right? If you remember the order block lesson we took at the beginning of this month, stab into the low. As soon as we close above that candle, then boom, we're ready, right? Also, we had a break over here, right? We called this counter trend retracement below old high. It gave a retracement to the 50%, and it exploded out of the range. All right.
Also, you've drawn controversy when you said what's the number of the candle it reached target on. Any tips on On how you did that, or is it the Morpheus candle counting stuff you did back in March?
How many candles did I say it will take to reach?
7.
I mean, 7 from the bottom.
No. 7 from the market structure shift. Right? And how many candles did it take?
8, I think.
7. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is correct. Yeah. So off by 1 candle. Good enough. For a yearly projection, right? Turtle soup. So from down here, I was analyzed, right? That the target is up here, and that will come in the yearly review of Bitcoin at the end of this year and of the markets. If you go back to my old tweets, then NASDAQ. Right, let me see if I can pull up the tweet. Let's see. And this goes into another topic, another concept, which is projecting candles, right? Projecting price, upside target, NASDAQ. If you Google upside, then you have this over here. If you check the group chat, all right. Can you see the screen, guys? And
I
can
can
you hear me?
see NQ.
Yes, weekly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, correct. Adam, it's your connection, which is incorrect. Your connection is not good. Okay. So that was basically the Bitcoin review, concise and to the point, right? Range low to range high with the 50% as a key level of the range. There was no reason to be bullish, to be bearish below this low or down here, right? Now, here's a question for you. When would you flip? Let's go back in time. When would you flip bearish? Over here. Anyone? The mic is with quite a few people.
If we went in low, that intermediate term low.
When price closed inside the range,
Close inside the
When
range.
you have the candle closed. When you have the candle closed.
There's only one answer, which is when price breaks this low, right? When you close below the low, it's over, right? We didn't even come close. The rejection block was more than enough, plus the 50% of the wick. The 50% of the wick is also a model by itself, which will be elaborated on in the future, not now, along with the gap-to-gap model and some other stuff, right? We have some good stuff coming, right? But for now, that is the Bitcoin review, and expecting Bitcoin to tank and crash down to 24,000 US dollars.
So when projecting stuff, we need a range and some bigger candles to count 7 on.
No.
So, okay. What do we need then?
You need to understand liquidity pools and the quarterly shifts. All right.
Yeah, but I'm talking on the time frames because you said you can project an hourly candle.
That is correct,
And
and you can also use the quarterly shift on the hourly time frame, right, and lower.
Yeah, that's what I'm coming at.
Yes.
What is any tips on how to count 7 H4 candles, or is there an Enigma time frame to count 7 candles on? And don't tell me it's the 69 minutes.
See, that's the answer for now, right? Later on, we'll delve deeper. I mean, no one's going anywhere, right? I'm not going anywhere. I'm stuck here in the markets, trading, analyzing day in, day out, on Twitter, Telegram, and here. So I'm not going anywhere. So don't worry. You'll get all the information you need.
You will be telling us the logic of the 7 candle counting stuff.
That perhaps not, but I will explain how to use the shifts on the low time frames. Right?
Inshallah, when?
Inshallah, in the future.
Okay.
In the future. Right? Any questions?
Yeah, loads of them.
Tell me.
We got a bold guy asking, yeah, some guy asking, he said, let me tell you, do you, if there is a relation between the size of the stop hunt in terms of pips and the time it should range before it reverses? Do you understand what he said, or should I explain?
The longer the accumulation, the deeper the stop hunt. And this brings me on to a topic which is the difference between this and this. Right? When is this and when is the other one, right? So let me introduce for the first time low resistance top versus a high resistance top or bottom, right? You might have heard the term thrown about by me, right? Thrown around by me here and there. But this is the intro to the topic. Sometimes price will simply stab into the high and crash, or it'll stab into the high, spend some time up there, and then crash, right? Low
The sneaky
top
high stop
versus high resistance stop. The sneaky highs and lows are another topic for later, and this is also another topic for later. There's discoveries being made all the time, right? I don't like sharing stuff before it's refined completely. You understand?
Yes.
So I'd rather refine it, make it crystal clear and easy to understand, and then I will share it with anyone. And the knowledge of the charts is endless. You can keep discovering stuff forever, right? It's about picking one and mastering it.
So the question was, I don't think you understood it correctly.
I did. The answer to that is the longer the consolidation, the deeper I expect to stop hunt.
Okay.
Next question.
Also, trade classification.
The qualities.
Yeah. You said you'd risk X amount and you're dumb if you don't take that and stuff, but the technical stuff about classification you didn't go over.
Qualify an A plus setup, right?
Yeah, how do you, what's the Romeo A plus setup? Yes.
Okay. Okay. How about I share that in public this week? Sounds good.
Okay, good. How about the C setups you were posting? What you're gonna go over that too, or
The Euro USD one, right?
yeah, the past Friday, the 20th. You said you will go over that. The 20th of October, I think.
The 20th of October. Let's see. Friday. This one, right?
You said it will be no. The past Friday. You said it will be a lower time frame discussion because you posted a trade idea at like 8:15 stuff before the 9 candle.
That is correct. You reminded me of that trade, which was right over. Where was it? It was this one over here, right? It was from here to here, right?
Yes.
All right.
You also didn't put a classification on that one.
Yeah, that was a quick slice from the markets. That was not intended to be anything high quality. You know, it was just a setup I had thought of or saw coming rather on the fly. And there you go. You can have the review. So what I saw was, first of all, before I proceed, this was how price was at the time, right? Let's go back. Good old hindsight bar replay. Thank you very much. We were here, correct? Now we expect Friday to be a choppy day. Yes or no?
Yes. Ping pong.
Right. Very nice. We had here a classic. If you watch the video today, right? What have we had here? A daily open, right? And the daily close. So far, we have had Asian range low to high, correct? For those who watched the video today, Asian range low, Asian range high, market structure shift, and if you go to the high time frame, then this is like a low hanging fruit. This was an untouched rejection block on the higher time frame correct? And on the 1 hour, it was an order block, the opening price, correct? And on the 15-minute, it was an FVG above a high. So this was a no-brainer, right? If you go even lower and lower and lower, right? And all I expected was to go and trade above the high and smack back down into this range low as target 1, and then these two equal bodies as target 2, right? And that is precisely what happened, right? So it was aligning those overlapping time frames, the 4 hour plus the 1 hour plus the 15 minutes, and the time that they happened, which was at the start of New York session, 7 o'clock, right? Open, key level, and smack back down, right? Very simple, very straightforward. Open, key level, bounce. Using the same opening price as a pivot point, right? As a means to measure the bounciness, so to say, of price, right? Open, key level, rejection block on the higher time frame is an order block on the low time frame, and smack it back down. Blending that with, of course, the classic range theory, range high to range low. Now, there is a way to anticipate whether this is a false versus a real breakout, right? Which is Vikash's question I saw in the group chat, right? Which is definitely an important question, right? How do you expect this to come back down versus expecting this one to expand higher, right? And that is a topic I would like to discuss in detail later on. So we have a few pending stuff going on, a few pending products about to roll out in the upcoming weeks and months. Ideas, models, call them whatever you want, but they're all on my mind, right? And that's
So we will not be going away in November.
No,
That's good.
not this November. Perhaps later on. Any other questions?
What would get you interested in BTC going back down?
What do you mean?
Well, you were talking about it's going to go back down to 16K, but what?
No, I said it's going to go to 24,000.
Okay. What's going to get you interested into that move?
What do you mean?
What do you have to see?
I mean, it's showing signs of weakness already, right? It's showing signs of weakness as we speak over here into this weekly FVG, right? So this would be my area of interest to look for the shorts inside this weekly FVG, right? You can be a hero and try to catch the top, or you can wait for a confirmation to see if you are provided with a clean setup with a marked top already for you, right? The yearly high over here somewhere, right? With the FVG as the buffer and the litmus test for your bias.
Personal risk management technique. You said that was a this week topic.
Did I?
What about when do you move your 1, 2, 3 stop to break even and so on?
Personal risk management technique. Did I say I understand this week, Adam? You sure?
Yeah, you said that will be a topic discussed
Later
when
on.
I asked.
This week? No, I don't think so. Because I have my notes here beside me. Let me check. Let me go through my notes. For see your DXY. No, it's not this week. Not this week.
Yeah, but it's a question. You're gonna dismiss that too.
This one is. I'm sorry, Adam.
No, okay. You did enough.
Tell me.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
I was gonna ask, what was the on Thursday for GU, right? What was the logic behind your GU trade? I think it was on Friday.
On Friday.
Yeah.
This Friday.
Yeah.
What? No.
Friday just gone.
GU or EU?
I think it was on GU, no?
It was.
EU?
Did I post it? That was a trade I took in private. Did I post it over here?
Yeah.
SMT.
Okay. And you know, on Thursday, how Thursday caps the weekly range, right?
Right.
Usually.
Right over here. You see that?
Yeah. If you was to trade on Thursday, you'll be trading against the weekly buyers. How would you anticipate when to take profits? Would you scalp, or where would would you do the thing where you do every exit's an entry, every entry is an exit?
That is correct.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
We target imbalances and highs and lows, right? That's all.
Yeah.
Classic ICT style.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
No problem. And highs and lows, by the way, meaning wicks and bodies, not just bodies, and not just wicks, right?
Okay.
All right, folks. This has been going on for a while.
No, wait. Wait. Now I'm lost. So you said, let's recap the later on topics. You said the true breakouts and false breakouts is for later on.
Can you write down the stuff I'm saying this later on and send it to him DM, Adam?
Okay, I have a list.
Send me because I was looking in the group chat and I saw some questions being asked, right? But if you can be so kind as to gather them and send them to you on DM, right? I'll address them in a separate video. I know the month is over, right? However, which means, of course, that this whole group is over. This whole event, this show has come to an end, right? However, I will be with you guys for at least another week.
I sent them.
All right, so send them to me, and I will make a separate video for them next week, inshallah. And I will go through some personal mistakes which I used to make back in the day, and some interesting common mistakes, which I think many of you will find useful. All right. Just make sure, Adam, if you can, to gather all the commonly asked questions. Guys, if you're listening, if you're watching this today during the stream or afterwards, then please send me your questions and I'll pick the ones that are of relevance and make sure to answer as many of them as possible, right?
I sent them just now.
Okay.
Romeo, for EX on the S&P on the daily chart, how would you have hypothetically have gotten in for a one shot, one kill on the last week we just had there?
Are you asking me to review the week?
No, not necessarily review the week, but just how would you have hypothetically have gotten in for a one shot, one kill? Like your,
I mean,
how
see,
would you have,
hindsight is 20 out of
of
10,
course,
right?
of course. That's why
But
hypothetically, how would you?
the classic Monday range, right? Monday, right? Monday high, Monday low. That's it. That's your one shot, one kill, right?
Right.
More often than not, Monday's range will offer you a pretty clean setup, as we saw right now, right? Over here. And this range, which was broken, an extremely important concept. Previous range broken and retested. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
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 So Monday accumulation, Tuesday manipulation, and you write it down till the end of Wednesday, right? Which Wednesday will be a classic sell day if you're bearish, right?
Beautiful.
Monday, Tuesday manipulation, Wednesday classic sell day.
A question by Ibrahim, which he couldn't attend.
Tell me.
He asked me a plethora of spoon feeding questions, but I think
Uh-huh.
that his question was, let's just say you tell us that you hunt from 3 to 5, but you obviously take soups on 2:30 and stuff. And you only hunt 9 to 1 H4 candy, and you take setups before that. So when do you get on your phone, on the chart especially? And if it ranges, if it goes against your will, when do you go again? When do you expect the soup to happen?
The answer to your question, Adam, is in today's video. each time for each turtle soup, right? I'm expecting it to happen at 3 a.m. If it doesn't happen, then I wait till tomorrow, 3 a.m. and so on, right? I'm expecting it to happen 9:30. If it doesn't happen today, then I wait till tomorrow, and so on. Oh,
Okay.
meanwhile, what do I do? Meanwhile, you study the mistake. You go have a coffee. You hang out with your buddy, your friend, your wife, your mother, your father, whoever you have, right? If you have anyone, and you enjoy life.
So
Life is not all
there
about
you
the
go,
market.
Ibrahim.
Life is not about the markets, right?
So what about the high risk reward model?
The what?
The high risk reward model.
Did you attend level 2?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. It was a version of
USG
it.
CAD.
No, a version of it was mentioned over there. The higher time frame range. You take a lower time frame range below the higher time frame range, and that is it's a beauty. That's it. There are some spins on it, some twists you can add if you think out of the box, right? Some pretty creative things you can do with it. But that's the basic premise: is a higher time frame range, which has a lower time frame range, and you risk according to the lower time frame range. That's also an answer to the question, which is when do I leave runners? You leave runners when the higher time frame bias is aligning with the lower time frame due to swing you're playing, right? So something, there's a range up here. Look at it. Yeah, that's any more questions from Ibrahim? Adam?
He also asked when concerning PM session, when, because you tweeted that you go 1:30 and 3 PM. When do you choose at what time you will hunt?
They both have
When
their
do
own
you?
role.
Okay.
They both have their own role. It's not the same thing.
Also, Ashik Navas wants to answer the question by himself. He didn't want me to answer. So can you unmute him?
He wants to ask, come, let's see. Ashik Nawaz, I don't see you. Ashik Nawaz, he's not here. All right.
The rich, the guy with the star asked too. The premium guy, the rich guy. The one raising his hand.
What's up, Rich? How are you? Rich, you have the mic. Tell me,
Yes, mate. Can you hear me?
how's it going?
Yeah, good talk, mate. Romeo, all it was, what I was going to ask you was, obviously you've said the key time of day for you is 3 a.m. or 9:30. So
Right.
when you have the key level, then which time frames are you watching specifically first before you move down to a lower time frame? So which candles are you waiting for? You're looking at the 4-hour candles, for example.
You got the 4 hour, you got the 1 hour, and I've sent some examples. Did you come to level 2, Rich?
Yeah, I did, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, over there you have a beautiful example of the 1 hour, right?
Yeah, I've seen that. But you specifically, though,
And
what do you use specifically?
I received also, by the way, I use both. There's not one I use in particular, right? But the 4 hour offers pretty good trades.
Yeah. And you're using 159 times as well, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw you on Twitter, huh? You're doing good.
Yeah,
On
nice
Twitter,
one,
you're
mate.
doing
Thank
pretty
you.
good.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying.
good for you.
Yeah.
Good.
It's
Not bad for
it's
someone.
like trying to learn. It's like trying to learn a PhD.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Pretty good. And well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, nice one. Thank you.
Well done. I received your messages through the secretary, by the way.
Yeah, no problem, mate. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I'll
yeah, if you can get back to me or whatever, that'd be brilliant.
I'll respond to you when
Yeah.
I can. Okay.
Nice one. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, mate. Thank
Good
you.
luck, huh?
Cheers. Yeah, nice one. Thank
Good
you.
luck. No problem. All right, folks. This concludes with Rich and his questions. We conclude this live stream. All right. I will send homework and eye drills in this group constantly throughout the upcoming weeks. All right. Because it's one thing to give you the concept, and it's a totally different thing to apply it, right? And get used to it. So I have that in mind. There is nobody who emphasizes more on live forecasting than me, and that is exactly what I'll be doing. And once you see it, you can't and you will not unsee it. All right? And take care. Have a good rest of your day, wherever you are. And good luck and good trading. And see you all later. And Hugo, please send the recording. I'll pin it in the group. We all appreciate you. Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, thank you, Romeo. Thank you, Hugo. Thank you,
Cheers.
everybody.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Yeah, thanks, man.